Welcome back. Once again, we're on the hunt for the bird, although a lot of the main teams actually have theirs. Now it's a case of just keeping it away from all the other contestants. Now it's just a case of keeping it away from all of the other teams, and some seem like they might be having an easier time than others. With the entire lake frozen over, I think a lot of them have now realised that their only real chance of succeeding is going after ones that have already won. Some are going to be more open to violence than others, and some may not exactly hold back when defending themselves. All I really know is I want to see all of it. With Fern being so thorough in her use of basic spells, we've seen her take down demons and the like. Are humans any different? That's the sound of a good episode right there. The fact that she's just casually walking forward and there's damage accruing around. Really? You think there's a slicing magic involved? He's on the back foot there. Is she not wanting this to be too easy? Or is it just that she's putting him into a false sense to make him think that? She did say that he is powerful. Actually seeing him fight back. Okay, you just got artillery barrage. She's not yielding at all. Do you want to apologise yet? I mean, she... overwhelming victory. Unless that was a initial bluff, and she's going to pull out some stops, like, you know, I was only pretending. But the fact that Fern doesn't shift in character at all, no matter what she's faced up against, just... I wonder if she could carry out a genocide with the same nonchalant face. I like that baseline. If you got the various types of magic that the different people use, I do want to see some of the more flashy, it's all like style, no substance kind of magic. So I like the idea that someone has mastered the basics so well that they can overpower people who have trained their lives on advanced magic and the like. Sousou. She... just a matter of fact. Oh, I can't move. Is it because that would be too easy? No fun for him? So if he can't see them, you know, maybe if he wasn't monologuing, it would work. True. Just she wants a true fight. Is there what he doesn't find fun of it if he doesn't torment them a little? Don't hurt the bird. And now he's not looking. Cage? Ah, okay. Yeah, her aim was just a little off. No, the eyes are more fun. It's more the thrill of the fight than. There we go. I think that grin showed everything that we need to know. They could have had a grand friendship going over all their battlefield stories then. Oh, actually, yeah, we're getting full monologue backstory. The slow shift forward. But a battalion of mages against inscripted children or conscripted children. Well, hopefully he didn't find pleasure in that fact. Taking our time here, are we not? And so what? She is this slicing blade magic. And he is all about binding? He has a kind heart underneath it all. As long as he's not reveling in the fact that he's overpowered them. Does he see this one as necessary, though? Good entrance? The fact that she can conceal. She's learned from the best. I mean, probably not to the same extent that we've seen Frieren attempt it, but still. Is he not worrying about his teammate at all here? That flicker, which means it's his loss. I mean, there's no point now. It's no longer a necessity. Still, the eye twitch. Well, would it be no fun to her doing it that way either? Mm. I mean, half of this is magic, the other half is just bluffing, really. Is he a master? Is that controlling the iron filings and whatnot through the air? Converting petals into metal is also kind of cool. What, so can he undo it at the base level? I mean, traits of a true mage. Actually enjoying the working out of one's magic. As he just fades away. There's just been attacking the air this entire time. Since always. Mm-hmm. Was he even in the hall room at the beginning? I'm guessing that him right there might not even be the real deal. And if Fern had managed to wear her out so much that she's actually ran out of mana and stopped her onslaught before actually doing any damage, that's some good control. I mean, what else could she be holding? I mean, they're all showing off their custom magic. You can't assume that that's what that's all they have. Like she's baggage. Now she's happy. And the problem is what they'll actually see once they. He's got a tough. Aw. He's the baggage now. But he must get tired of having such heavy shoulders, having to carry them that much. So, well, you're acting somewhat individually before. Maybe he can actually just step out and capture one from a team that's not paying too much attention. Hmm. Just stop. Well, what an image to have burned into your brain there. When his isn't so altruistic as to stop other people from suffering. Hmm. But who's to say that things were safer over there? Is there a village for them to come back to at this point? But that declaration there, much like the old man at the town, can't remember much. But like he's shaped his entire life around that one story. But also, I'm kind of worried, considering they're having such a nice time. Yeah. Why is it so... As long as this wasn't a trap. No, just move on. Okay. I was expecting something to jump out of the bushes or take them out, considering we had such a nice little time. Backstories and the like. This is all about the bird. Oh yeah. Damn it. Is she going to add it to her arsenal here? Oh. I guess it would be somewhat temperate inside the barrier. Also, I like the idea of capturing the bird just by sitting down and having some tea. Why is he covering her completely there? Is it just a way for them to keep moving her around without actually having to show how she's doing it? If you can conquer luck, you'll never fail. Why did they show themselves? They are... They're expecting that only a third will come out of this? Unless he can have some life-extending magic or something. In fact, she knows about it. It's not exactly new to her. I mean, yeah, if she can has this high-speed magic just zipping around inside the barrier and... So they need to provide a little distraction. Although, knowing just member of the hero party versus someone that just looks vaguely similar to the statues. There are some, apparently, that don't exactly know who it is. Are they... which one? Have you chosen yet? Well, will Frieren just allow them to take out a member of her party? Victor? Does he have, like, earth magic? Just be- It doesn't mean he has to revolve his life around it, though. To go from a to go from a scene like that where he's got people bowing to his very presence to just taking the first class mage certification. I mean, she's just doing it as a passport, really. Continental Magic Association. Does that name mean something? I see. We're finally getting a reveal and a name for one that's been shown off. Well, that seems like a good opportunity to learn a few things. Also, it's interesting to be put in front of a statue like that with grains and abundance. Is that hair magic? Well, I think just the idea of any spell at her of her desire now, that might have piqued her interest. He is trying to stop him from killing them all, but also they've done quite well at, distracting them for a while, not even casting any magic. Yep. Kind of guessed that one. But that is neat. Being able to create an entire plateau. But Frieren didn't even flinch. I don't think she blinked when it went off either. You're just waiting for the go-ahead. Frieren's way of approaching everything in her path, while sometimes seeming a little aloof and disconnected from everything. Oh, that star actually disappeared once the butler thing went over it. I think it is stop motion then. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Frieren's way of approaching everything. This test was just a means to an end. Wasn't anything like really more than that. Now she's picked up a nice bit of information there. Is it necessary for her to have the first class certification? Maybe just knowing that there's someone out there that apparently has every spell under their grasp. She's got a new thing to search for the time being. But considering the task and battle that we've got at hand here, and the so many mages that are capable of killing easily, there's been a surprisingly lack of injury. There's just been bluffs and subterfuge. And I like the guy with the glasses. I don't really trust people or like them, so I haven't been here the entire time. You've just been dealing with a clone. Also, I'm wondering how that spell works. Is it just a case of creating a new being as such that can move around autonomously? Or do all the senses and stimuli that this clone happens upon, is that transferred back to him so we can see through its eyes, know what's going on? If that's the case, that's quite an interesting magic. Create a couple of clones, send them out, let them journey for you, while you're also just sat comfortable, learning from what they see. That definitely sounds like a type of magic I would use. Too lazy to actually go out and do things by myself. You can do it for me. There's no real danger then. But seeing Ubol's power a bit more in the open, seeing exactly why those bandits were torn asunder, knowing now that anything within basically a 5-meter range is liable to be opened up. A somewhat invisible slicing magic. I wonder where I've seen something like that before. Although, she has a little ways to go until it reaches like a 200-meter radius. But her willingness to accept a death battle, the fact that not only was she kind of expecting it, but wishing for it. That, oh, damn. Thought this was almost going to be fun. Is she on a death wish? Does she have some Slayer's grudge? And despite how well the team is actually doing, you've got to feel sorry for Fern, that these are her teammates. They don't exactly mesh very well. But also, now that we know that Fern can erase her presence and just appear behind you at any time, and the fact that Glasses Dude has something similar, are we expecting some Ex Machina to come out in the form of some purple hair lifesaver? Although I would like to see at the end of this, Fern and Frieren have a little duel. See how far she's actually came. But all the time that I'm watching this, I still get the little inkling in my head, a little feeling of, what is Stark doing? Is he just, in the inn, having a really long nap? Has he got an aversion to going to any pubs after the time of staying? Probably still keeping up his training regimen, though. Can't let that go. Still, the fact that fate itself can be kind of cruel, after such a heavy battle, almost losing comrades. Well, there's a bird right there. How fortuitous things can be. Still, there are dangers afoot. Anyone that is challenging Frieren either just really overestimates their abilities, or is doing a really good job at what they were planning to do and just keeps stalling her. I want to see the next episode now. Bring it on now. With that in mind, I really hope you enjoyed this one. Flashing magic is one thing. The idea of those metal petals was amusing. I like that. It's like using base material that you can find as long as you're outside, turning into a sharpened aerial blades. There are drawbacks and caveats of almost every spell, so you just gotta use them situationally, I guess. Let's see how it happens in the future episodes, and if you've enjoyed this one, let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below, consider subscribing, but for now, get yourselves a bit of rest. Lest you be captured under my watchful gaze, so I can see you in the next one. My patrons seem to keep their gaze upon me, and restricting my movement, stopping me from escaping. And so, if you would also like to be my captor to make sure that I'm still here recording some anime for you, consider joining onto my Patreon as well. Because thanks to the likes of Noku, Sao, Doltrafan, Guado, Kite, Raywin, Wolfie Sensei, and everyone else, this channel has a backing and continue as it is for many years to come, hopefully.